to me reminds me of childhood memories when everything was as bright as the blue west sky. Now and then when I see your face, it takes me away to that special place. If I stare too long, I probably break down and cry.
Sometimes, to tell a secret, you first have to teach a lesson. We're going to start our lesson tonight on an early, warm summer evening in the parking lot of the Beltsville Agricultural Farms in suburban Maryland. Less than a mile away, the crumbling concrete of US 1 winds its way past one-room revival churches, the porno drive-in, and boarded-up motels with for sale signs tumbling down. Like I said, it's a warm summer evening. Here on the land the Department of Agriculture owns, the smell of sleeping farm animals is thick on the air. The smells of clover and hay mix in with the smells of the leather dash. You can still imagine how Maryland used to be before the malls took over. This countryside was once dotted with farmhouses, and from their porches, you could have witnessed the Civil War raging in the front fields. There's a moon over Maryland tonight that spills into the window where I sit beside a man old enough to be. Did I mention how still the night was? Damp soil and tranquil air? It's the kind of night that makes a middle-aged man with a mortgage feel like a country boy again. It's 1969, and I'm very old, very cynical of the world, and I know it all. In short, I'm 17 years old, parking off a dark lane with a married man on an early summer night.
Learning to live. Oh, I love the smell of your hair.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lord. A man could die happy like this.
Well, don't.
What shampoo is this?
Herbal Essence.
Herbal Essence. I'm gonna buy me some Herbal Essence, and when I'm home all alone in the bathtub, I'm gonna uncap the bottle and squeeze.
And be good.
What?
Stop being bad.
What did you think I was gonna say? What did you think I was gonna do with the shampoo?
I don't know, and I don't want to hear it.
I was gonna wash my hair. That's all.
Oh.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna do something nasty.
Oh, with shampoo? Lord, gal, you're mine.
And whose fault is that?
Not mine. I've got the mind of a Boy Scout.
Yeah, a horny Boy Scout.
All Boy Scouts are horny. What do you think the first merit badge is for?
There you go, being nasty again.
I'm good. Very good. You ever gonna let me show you how good I am?
Don't go over the line now.
I won't. I've been good all week.
You have?
Yes. All week. Not a single drink.
Good boy.
Do I get a reward for not drinking?
A small one.
Just let me undo you. I'll do you back up.
All right, but it's getting late. You know, that's amazing. The way you can undo my bra through my blouse?
Years of practice.
You'd make an incredible brain surgeon with that dexterity.
I'll bet Clyde. What's the name of the boy taking to the prom?
Claude Souders.
Claude Souders. I'll bet it takes him 2 hands, lights on, and you're helping him to get on to first base.
Maybe.
Can I kiss them, please?
I don't know.
Don't make a grown man beg.
Just one kiss.
I'm gonna look at your blouse.
It's a little cold.
That's not why you're shivering. How's that feel?
It's okay.
I tell you, you can keep all the cathedrals of Europe. Just give me a second with these. Oh, these celestial orbs.
Uncle Peck, we've got to get back. I have graduation rehearsals tomorrow, and you need to get home to Aunt Mary.
All right, little bit.
Stop calling me that. I'm not a child, Uncle Peck, as you know.
That you are. Going on 18. Kittens will turn into cats. I live all week long for these few minutes with you. You know that.
I'll drive.
Idling in the neutral gear.
In most families, relatives get nicknames like Junior or Bubba or Brother. In my family, if we call someone Big Papa, it's not because he's tall. In my family, folks tend to get nicknames for their genitalia. Uncle Peck, for example. My mama's adage was the titless wonder, and my cousin Bobby got branded for life as BB.
For blue balls!
And of course, we were so excited to have a baby girl that when the nurse brought you in and said, "It's a girl, it's a baby girl," I just had to see for myself. So I whipped your diapers down and part of your chubby little legs, right between your legs there was.
Just a little bit. And when you were born, you were so tiny you fit in your Uncle Peck's outstretched hand.
Now that's a fact. I held you 1 day old right in this hand.
Even with my family background, I was 16 or so before I realized that pedophilia did not mean people who loved to bicycle.
Driving in first gear.
1969. A typical family dinner.
Look, Grandma, a little bit's getting to be as big in the bus as you are.
Mother, will you please change the subject?
Well, I hope you're buying her some decent bras. I never had a decent bra growing up in the Great Depression, and now my shoulders are just crippled. Crippled from the weight hanging on my shoulders. I got this and my shoulders big enough to put your finger in. Here, let me show you.
Grandma, don't undress at the dinner table.
I thought the entertainment came after the dinner.
This is how it always started. My grandpa, Big Papa, would chime in next with,
"Yep, if Little Bit gets any bigger, we're gonna have to buy her a wheelbarrow to carry in front of her."
damn it.
And how about those Redskins on Sunday, Big Papa?
The only sport Big Papa followed was chasing Grandma around the house.
Or we could write to Kate Smith, ask her for some of her used brassieres she don't want anymore. She'd maybe give to Little Big here.
I can't stand it, I can't.
Honey, that's just their way.
I tell you, Grandma, a little bit's getting to be that age. She's so sensitive you can't say boo.
I'd like some privacy, that's all. Okay? Some goddamn privacy.
Well, at least she didn't use the Savior's name.
And Big Papa wouldn't let a dead dog lie. No siree.
Well, she better stop being so sensitive. Because you know, 5 minutes before Little Bit turns the corner, her tits turn first!
Him when he gets you. Then he wins.
I hate him. Hate him.
That's fine. Hate him and eat a good dinner.
The gumbo's real good, Grandma.
Of course, Little Bit's got a big surprise coming for her when she goes off to that fancy college in the
Big
fall.
Papas, let it go.
What does she need a college degree for? She's got all the credentials she needs on her chest.
Maybe I want to read. Rise above my cracker background.
Now, a little bit.
What exactly do you want to read?
Well, there's a whole semester course. For example, on Shakespeare.
Shakespeare! That's a good one. Yeah, Shakespeare's really gonna help you get along in life.
I think it's wonderful. And on scholarship.
How How's Shakespeare gonna help her lie on her back in the dark, huh?
You're getting old, Big Papa. You're gonna die. Very, very soon. Maybe even tonight. And when you get to heaven, God is going to be a beautiful black woman in a white robe, and she's going to look at your chart and say, uh-oh, fornication, dog ugly me to blood relatives. Uh-oh, voted for George Wallace. Well, one last chance. If you can name the plague, all will be forgiven. And then she will quote, the quality of mercy is not strained. Your answer? Oh, too bad. Merchant of Venice, Act 4, Scene 3. And then, she'll send your ass to fry in hell with all the other crackers. Excuse me, please. And as I left the house, I would always hear Big Papa say,
Lucy, your daughter's got a mouth on her. Well, no sense in wasting good gumbo. Pass me your plate.
and Aunt Mary would come up to Uncle Peck.
Peck, go after her, will you? You're the only one she'll listen to when she gets like this.
She just needs to cool off.
Honey, Grandma's been on her feet all day.
All right.
And as he left, Aunt Mary would say,
Peck's so good with them when they get to be this age.
I don't suppose you're talking to family. Does it help that I'm the in-law?
don't you dare make fun of this.
I'm not. There's nothing funny about this.
I've got to get out of here.
But you're going away. Soon. Hey, Chris.
I hate this family.
Grandfather's ignorant, and you're right. He's gonna die soon. But he's family. Family is family!
Grown-ups are always saying that.
Well,
Family.
when you get a little older, you'll see what we're saying.
So, family's kind of like French kissing.
Come again?
You know, at first it really grosses you out, and then in time you grow to like it.
Girl, you are a handful.
Uncle Peck, do you have the keys to your car?
Where do you want to go?
Just up the road.
I'll come with you.
No. Please. I just need to drive for a little bit. Alone.
When can I see you alone again?
Tonight?
Shifting forward from first to second gear.
There were a lot of rumors about why I got kicked out of that fancy school in
1970.
Some say I got caught with a man in my room. Others say, as a kid on scholarship, I fooled around with a rich man's daughter. But I'm not telling you. No. The real truth is I had a constant companion in my dorm room who was less than discreet. Canadian VO, fifth a day. 1970. A Nixon recession. I slept on the floors of friends who were out of work themselves. To factory work where I could find it, a string of dead-end day jobs that didn't last very long. But what I did, most nights, was cruise the Beltway and the back roads of Maryland, where there was still country. Past the battlefields and the churches, racing in a 1965 Mustang. And as long as there was gas for my car, and whiskey for me, the nights would pass. Fully tanked, I would speed past the trees and the churches on the bend, thinking just one notch of the steering wheel would be all it would take, and yet some reflex took over. My hands at the 9 and 3 o'clock position. I never so much as got a ticket. He taught me well.
You in the reverse gear.
Back up. 1968. On the Eastern Shore. Celebration dinner.
Feeling better, Missy?
The bathrooms here are real amazing, Uncle Peck. They have these little soaps instead of borax or something, and they're in the shape of shells.
I'll have to take a trip to the gentleman's room just to see.
How did you find out about this place?
This place,